Okay, so today I want to talk to you about what might just be the best pre-built mechanical keyboard on the market right now, the Keydous Nj80. This is a 75% odd swappable mechanical keyboard that gives you a really good pre-built keyboard or a very nice base to build upon. Starting with the unboxing experience, you get the board completely assembled, a manual document and a bag containing a USB-C cable, a keycap removal tool, a key switch remover, and a few extra keycaps that include like 2 extra space bars. Speaking on the physical characteristics of this board, it is a mostly plastic build. It does flex a little if you try hard enough. On the back, you're going to get 4 non-slip rubber fits to keep the board stable on your table, pun intended. You also get a single height adjustable fit, right? And it helps you raise the board to a more ergonomic position for typing. The only other thing you're going to get on the back are going to be the on and off switch for the Bluetooth connectivity. And speaking of Bluetooth connectivity, this board is extremely easy to pair to your devices, and you can pair up to 3 devices in total. After flipping on the switch, all you have to do to pair a device is to hold down the function plus number 1, 2 or 3 for about 3 seconds. The corresponding number starts to blink, and you can then enter the Bluetooth list on your device and select and connect to the keyboard. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. This keyboard came with dye sublimated PVT keycaps, and these are for the most part very high quality. They feel nice, and the font on them is pretty neat and actually very consistent across the board, pun intended. The switches that came with this board are the TTC bluish white switches, which are honestly probably one of the reasons I like this board so much. These switches do feel tactile, sort of like Gateron Browns, but they don't have the same level of scratchiness. They actuate almost like linear switches, but they are tactile. It's weird and lovely at the same time. But it's also fantastic that this board is completely odd swappable with MX style switches, so I can always decide to change them if I change my mind about how much I like the switches in future, because being able to change your mind as you grow as a person is tight. Out of the box, the stabilizers on the Nj80 are excellent. They came pre-lubed and clipped, and boy did they do an excellent job. Honestly, the stabilizers on this board are probably why it has spent the most time on my desk in the last 4 years. So let me give you a quick typing test of what this TTC bluish white switches sound like when combined with dye sublimated keycaps and the plastic case of the Nj80. Now, speaking about the battery life on this board, it comes with a 4800 mAh battery. I'm sorry, but that's just insane. I've never used a board that comes with a battery that large or one that actually lasts that long on a single charge. I cannot put a specific number on it because these things are actually fairly difficult to measure, but there was a month where I did not have to charge my board at all. I worked every day for several hours at a time and I never charged my board. Moving on to the elephant in the room, the golden knob on the top right corner. Yep, you guessed it. It is pre-programmed to control the volume of whatever device you have this connected to. Pushing it down mutes said device and pushing it again unmutes it. Personally, I don't use this at my computer because I have a larger knob on my audio interface dedicated to that purpose. Could I maybe reprogram that button to do something else? Probably, but more honestly, I don't care enough to want to do anything with the knob, so I just ignore it. Moving on to the RGB and lighting experience, since the day I took this board out of the box, I haven't even bothered to change the presets it came in. RGB effects are just not something I care for, so it's a good thing to know you have the option to change things around if you're interested. If that be the case, here's the information that you need. Now that we have all the facts out of the way, what is the ultimate conclusion about this board? You can get a bare bones kit without keycaps or switches or anything around $99. And you can get a full kit like mine for about $160 today, which is down from the initial $200 at the time I actually got this board. I have received boards that cost exactly the same as this board and they are not this good. I have also received boards that are 4 times the price of this board and they are still not this good. I personally don't know of any other board I can recommend at the same price point that gives you the same performance and typing experience. But if you do know of any such boards, please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I guess I will see you on another video that was shot by Kagan. Peace.
The God of gods!